Why do some employees grow fast while others stay stuck? This lies in training and development. Today we will learn about it. Training is about employee skill development, employee skill improvement, while development is about growth. Both training and development improves the organizational efficiency and individual's efficiency. Training versus development. Training is something for short term, job specific. Development is something long term, career oriented. Training improves the performance, and development builds the potential of the person as valuable resource of the organization, helping the organization in long term success. Objectives of training are four simple: improving productivity, enhancing employee competence, reducing errors and accidents, increase job satisfaction. Objectives of the development are prepare future leaders. Obviously, the people who will retire, you need some new guys, so the succession planning is done. Enhance the adaptability and strengthen the organizational culture. This is importance of the development thing. The training process follows four steps. You need to identify the training need analysis, what training people need, design a training, deliver it, and then evaluate the effectiveness. You see the post purchase behavior and performance of the employee. Training need assessment needs to be done in four steps. First, you do the organizational analysis, what organization need in terms of skills, in terms of the delivery, task analysis, individual analysis, and identify the performance. Training methods on job. There are four, we can say, on job methods. You do job rotation, you give multiple roles to a person. He stays for a job for a while and then he goes for another task. In this way he learns about complete organization and departments. Then coaching and mentoring is also done. Apprenticeship, internships are also done to ensure that employees is properly growing in the organization. Training methods are off job or workshops and seminar. Case studies, role playing, and simulation exercises are done on off job so that employees perform well on their job. Modern day training techniques include e-learning platforms. There are a lot of e-learning platforms, and organizations are helping their employees to get the certifications. Virtual reality, VR training, micro learning training, and AI driven personalized trainings are also becoming common. Management Development Program, MDO. This is popular program that has helped the corporate sector over the years to get better managers. What they do in MDP, Management Development Program, is the leadership training, executive education, strategic thinking, long-term thinking workshops, decision-making simulations. They put the employees in a situation that they think, then they act, they sort of bring the results. Now, the Kirkpatrick training evaluation model contains the four stages. The first stage is the level one. How this is called reaction. How do participants feel about the training program? In this way you can evaluate that how they felt. You can see, are you satisfied, not? From this you can identify that how they are satisfied. Second is learning. To what extent did they participate, improve knowledge, skills, and change attitude as a result of the training? This is level 2. Level 3 is about the behavior. To what extent they have changed their behavior. Definitely you conducted analysis after need, you conducted the training after need analysis. You wanted some results, a change in behavior in terms of learning. You see that have they changed their behavior, are they more friendly, are they good to their colleagues? And level 4, that what organizational benefits you have secured in terms of increase in revenue, other performance standards you can set. So this valuation method helps you on 4 levels: reaction, learning, behavior, and result. Return on training investment, ROTI. Just we say the return on investment, the additional thing is return on training investment. You measure the financial benefits in terms of the revenue increase, in terms of the market share, whatever was your goal. You see that how much financial benefit the employee brought after the training. You compare the training cost versus the performance gain. You quantify the productivity improvement. Career development is extremely important in training and development. This is the reason in start of the video I said that why some employees grow. They grow because they do the career planning, and you must do, and organizations must also do the career planning. Career counseling is extremely important. Skill enhancement roadmap is prepared, and continuous professional growth of employees is core thing. Talent development strategy for must for organization that identify high potential employees and provide growth opportunities to them, retain critical talent, and align development with the strategy of the organization so that you have people who will be serving in the long run to the organization. In the age of AI, training and development has become extremely easy. because through AI you can identify skill-based gaps. You can also opt the adaptive learning platforms. Several organizations have contracts with different organizations. And secondly, this lecture is also part of training. If you are some HR professional, then definitely after watching this video, you are a much better HR professional than what you were previously. So AI can also help you. What I have not told you in this lecture, you can search in the Ask tab and learn more. Data driven training, personalization is also becoming important these days. HR professionals are also database professionals. They must kind of evaluate or perform the data analysis. They must be able to do these things. Continuous learning culture is happening because of the AI era. Benefits of effective training obviously improves the performance, high employee morale, reduced turnover, and competitive advantage. Employee training and development is being done from centuries. Still there are challenges we have to handle. First is the obviously budget constraints. Budget is the main issue for organization. Resistance to change. When you bring something new, some new technology, some new process, people resist to change. This is the job of training and development, to ensure that people accept the new thing. Measuring effectiveness is difficult. Yes, it was difficult, but AI is making it easier. Time management issues are extremely important, because when you send them for the training, who will perform their task? So when they will come back from the training, what will be the backlogs that happen because of not because they went on the training? So this is time management issues. Even when we sort of plan a training, and everybody has his own pace, so we can see the individual mentorship can also help. So these all are sort of the challenges that obviously HR professionals face, but they can be managed. In public sector, capacity building programs are done. As a government employee, in organization where I work, I secure the funding of government for employees capacity building. Governance training is extremely important, so you need to monitor. You need to put some highly responsible person on training side so that people listen to him. Policy implementation training is extremely important. Public service improvement. At the end of the day, government employees job is helping the public. That they have to have this mindset. Yes, example, Google learning culture, we can say they have continuous learning environment. Internal knowledge sharing in Google is extremely strong. Leadership development focus and innovation driven growth. These points other companies can follow to make a great team. Common mistake people make in training is lack of need assessment. Just to send the people to the training. One-time training without follow-ups, ignoring feedback, poor trainer selection. Trainer must be a right person. Exam focus, student must focus on training and development, explaining training process, evaluation models, and Kirkpatrick model is also important. Managerial implications are that invest in employee development, align training with strategy, use analytics for evaluation, and promote continuous learning culture in your organization. Strategic HR perspective is training as a strategic investment. If you train employees, they stay long run, definitely your company will benefit. Human capital theory, humans are asset of an organization. The more they stay, the more they know about the competition, the more they know about you. If they are positive and contributing well, definitely asset for you. Link development for competitive advantage. Humans are long-term competitive advantage. They cannot be replaced. Those companies which have loyal customers performing well cannot be easily replaced. Key takeaways, we can say that training improves the present performance, development prepares future leaders, valuation ensures effectiveness, and AI is transforming the learning in 2026. See you in the next lecture.